Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to the shop. As most of you know, it's still cold in the north. It may be cold all over the U.S. right now, probably even in Canada. I think they get cold weather. But as you can see, I've got some insulation here to install. So I was able to negotiate a deal and get that to where it was somewhat affordable. So I bought it. I still got 2 pallets to go back and get. When I get some more, I bought them all out of everything they had. So I got to order more back in order to finish out what I need for this building. And this should be enough to do the walls and maybe the ends. Yeah, they're on 2-foot centers, so they'll be a little different. But I have to buy that separately. That's going to cost more. Maybe I can buy this and cut it. I'll just figure it out later. Which way I want to do it. If I want to turn those lengthways and chop the foot off and block them and stagger them and fill it all back in, or just buy the right size and do it the easy way. I really don't like doing it the easy way. I like to do it the cheap way. It's the only way I can afford. Anyway, not much to it, except I guess I need to start cutting and start packing. I think I'll start over here in the boring mill corner and just work my way around. So, got to cut out for the electrical outlets. And I'm also drilling and running an additional wire in the wall to leave to tap into for in the future, so I won't have to pull the insulation down. If I need to get a 240 volt plug back here, I've got a nice big heavy 6 gauge wire running back there that I could run most stuff off of. So that's a little bit of a plan ahead. Go ahead and run it back in there while I can get to it. But let's get the ladder back here and start packing. Get that in here. Once I get those big gaps up there at the ceiling closed off, I might actually be able to keep some heat in here. Well, let me get to it before the boss gets back from lunch break. So I'm going to start cutting and gluing and sticking them in here, and I'll bring you back when I get some progress. Well, after a day's worth of work, here's what I managed to get done. Of course, as you recall, 2 of these were in already, but I did have to pull out part of it in order to run my wire behind it. But I got all my wire run back through there for my spare circuit, in case I should happen to need it in the future. And I've got pretty much one day done. I'm taking my cutoffs and using them to do in around these 6x6 blocks to fill in all their regular shapes. So trying not to waste anything, I'll just take it and cut it and glue it back together, and just keep gluing it and sticking it and making blocks back and fill up my gaps, try and keep everything packed tight. I don't want any air infiltration coming around the outside of the insulation, so I try and keep it all squished together as much as I can. Which, where I put that tube of tin up there at the top has created a little bit of an issue. It's really hard to get this stuff stuffed up in behind it. It's got so much friction on it that you can't very well get it stuck up in there. So I kind of got to do it in pieces instead of gluing it all together in one shot like what I've been doing the rest of this. I've got to put 4 pieces in and fold them and overlap them and get them all stuffed together. It's a struggle, especially doing it on top of the ladder. You know, that's always the way it goes. The hardest stuff to get to is the hardest part to do. So I think Baily appreciates, I don't know if it's made the shop any warmer, but eventually it will once I get it all done. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll catch y'all later.